Good evening, Tetris fans. It is your old pal Van Dweller. What is my name? Van Dweller. Van Dweller. What am I saying? Van Dweller. Oh my God. I was just eating like a handful of peanuts, and I think one got stuck in my mouth at the wrong time and went into my throat while I was trying to do that. So the lesson is don't eat peanuts before Mega Masters. So I will take that back. It's feedback in my annual review. Anyway, good evening. It's your old pal Vandy. And we are back with more Mega Masters. Why can't I talk? Am I having a stroke? I don't think so. Mega Masters 2026. I hope not. You guys will be the first to know. Mega Masters 2026. And what we've got for you right now is 3 matches. And here they are. The bottom right-hand corner is a top 32 match. Van Dweller. Cole Bucket versus Knight. That is going to be match number 2, actually. The first match will be Vicious Rhubarb and Hydrant Dude. So Vicious Rhubarb, Hydrant Dude, Cole versus Knight. Each of those people will play their respective matches, and then the winners of those matches will face off to determine who moves into our top 8 and joins Dangler versus Alex. Oh, not versus. At Dangler and Alex T. What is my problem right now? I need light. This is my problem. Let me get some light. I can't talk right now. What is happening? What is happening? There we go. Yeah, we'll join Dangler and Alex T. They're not versus. They might eventually, but they are not. So yeah, they whoever wins this whole thing will join them. I think in spot number 6, but let's let it be a surprise. So yeah. Vicious Rhubarb versus Hydrant Dude, Cole versus Knight, winner versus winner for a top 8 spot. Let us take a look at our rules. And the rules say that this is a 64-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller as long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used. Whether electronical or mechanical, biological turbo only. These matches will be best of 5. That means the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through level 39. Super kill screen should be turned on, and we will play with an uncapped score. So that means players can exceed 999,999 points and continue to play beyond the max out, which is crazy. Same piece sets will be used. They will be re-rolled in between each game of the match. And players, if you do experience tech issues like with OBS, internet, computer, CRT, camera, capture, whatever, just keep playing. Do not pause or anything like that. Just keep playing. The winner gets what? Something. Absolutely, they do. And that is a share in a prize pool which stands right now at $850. You can see the whole menu of incentives, the whole ladder for Mega Masters. And yeah, the more it goes in the prize pool, the more stuff happens. So right now we're working on our $1,000 incentive. That will mean that we can pay the top 3 players in the tournament. Wouldn't that be amazing to pay the top 3? And that will be via a 3rd place match that will take place. So that unlocks the 3rd place match. We're also looking to pay as many people as possible. Along the way, if we get to our ultimate goal, we will have unlocked Tetris Deathmatch will be relaunched at $4,000 in the prize pool. That means we will do a Tetris Deathmatch stream once a month until, well, for a year or until the next Mega Masters. Along the way, we can also unlock the Tap Masters tournament for 2026 at $10,000. If we beat last year's prize pool, we will unlock Monday Night Chasedown. That means we will revive it. It'll be back for at least a year or until the next Mega Masters. And we will do that once a month. So that's pretty good. So if you really like these things, then do it. And yeah, if we beat our all-time record, which was Mega Masters 2024, then we will pay everybody in the bracket. All top 64 players will get a prize, and first prize will be $10,000. So that would be pretty sick if we get there. But let's see what we can knock out. I'd love to get to $1,000 during this stream, that would be a really good thing to do. Okay? Well, let us what? Let us also tell you how you can support the channel. One great way is to go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Make it an ongoing pledge to support. Keep this channel going, just like the people on this slide have done. People like Scott Gray, Jane the Window, Canine Attacking, Middlesburger, Indog, Mr. Brain, Corporal, Junior, Troy Dan, Kim, M, Cat, Javin, T, Jason, Sunny, Mila, all keeping this stuff going, as well as everybody else on this slide, too. If you want to find other ways to support us, both recurring and one-time, you can use the support command to bring up those links. If you're on YouTube, you can do a super chat or a sticker, channel membership, gift a channel membership. Over on Twitch, you got bits. You can subscribe. You can gift a subscription. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime Gaming subscription to grant to the streamer of your choice, but it is use it or lose it. You can't save or stack them, so do not lose it. Use it on us. Is that it? That was like record time there. Yeah. Let's bring over the players. Oh wait, I got to. Yeah, let me bring them over. So let's see. The first one is gonna be seed number 10, Rhubarb, and oh my God, that's Wallband. Wallband, what the heck? What are you doing there? All right, let's make Vicious Rhubarb. See, VICIOU _ right? RUHBARB. There's Vicious Rhubarb, so vicious. And then let's bring over our other player, Hydrant. Dude. Where's 26? There it is. Oh, Knight. Oh, 23. 23. That's where it is. And let me update the URL on 23. Hydrant Dude 8. Yeah, we'll get all these players' cameras lined up. We'll do the whole stencil business. Yeah, keep warming up. What is this other? Oh, there it is. That was Scooty. There we go. And stencil, good. Perfect. And who was this individual? Oh, that was SV. Okay, I see. Oh, look at this. 2 rolling players. The IKEA Kallax. I'm a fan. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 IKEA Kallaxes in this apartment. Can they both move on? I know. Petition to make a mini Rhubarb? Dude. Oh, the lore. Lore. Hey, do you guys, like, when you guys are saying the word lure, like luring someone into a trap, or do you say lure? Like, I'm going to lure them in, or I'm going to lure them in? What do you guys say? Lure? Like, what do you... Sue and I were discussing this yesterday. Oh, why do I have hydrant backwards? I don't know. I gotta. Let's put hydrant back the right way. Yeah, I don't know why hydrant's backwards. That's weird. All right, players, I'm going to put the pieces in the chat. What's up, Moodoose, Math Master, Pines Cute Lee? Like I haven't seen Pines in the chat in a while. Am I wrong? What's up, Black Ops? Lori, Cole, Mr. Bran. We'll call this left 2/3. What is this? What can we close here? I don't think I need match database for any of this. We'll close that. That's a big resource hog. Oh, not a decider. Not yet anyway. Rocketeer says, hello, this is my first time watching live. I always miss it. Well, welcome. We are glad to see you. Thanks for being here, Rocketeer. Okay, looks like both players are ready. 884FE9, yes. Rhubarb versus Hydrant. Let us get them started. Round of 32. The winner goes to the top 16. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left side of your screen, it is a vicious Rhubarb making his 5th appearance in Mega. He qualified into seed number 10, which means he got a 2-round bye, and this is his first match of the tournament. Rhubarb is from the United States of America, and at least according to my research, has a PB of 1.76 million. And is the 25th ranked Tetris player in the world, according to the Premier Poll, a ranking of Tetris players that you can find over at premierpoll.com. Premier has an E at the end. Well, you might know Rhubarb from various places. You might know him from Mini Rhubarb, which is, a wonderful thing. You might know him from the Challenger Circuit in CTM, where he won 2 of those. He was also the winner of the Milwaukee Regional in 2025. We've seen him at other regionals, including Kansas City, Boston, Minnesota, Columbus, Austin Lone Star Championship. And he is a 5-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. Best finish was in 2023, where he made it into the round of 16. Man, Rhubarb has got, made his Masters debut back in August of 2021. So going back nearly 5 years. And it looks the same. Has not changed a bit. Looks exactly the same as 5 years ago. Can confirm. 159 here for Rhubarb. 163 for Hydrant Dude. Hydrant making his 4th appearance in Mega Masters. Didn't play in 2023, but played the other ones. Best finish was the top 8 in 2022. Hydrant is a 2-time Masters winner. Now that includes his September 2021 victory. During that tournament, he became the first player ever to have a rollover. I don't mean a rollover in competition. I mean achieve a rollover of the score. First player ever to do it. Did it during our tournament in round 1. Went on to win that tournament That was an early achievement for a rolling player. Hydrant also won Stupid Tetris Monthly 2020, and back then that was sort of a substitute, or it was played in place of the regular Masters event, and was a multi-mode, multi-play style tournament, and so we will consider it a Masters event victory. And if you don't like it, too bad. So Hydrant, seed number 23 in this tournament, and he defeated Wallbant in round 2. It's from the USA, got a PB of 2.45 million. And you know Hydrant also from, well, just being an important member of the classic Tetris community, a contributor in both technical matters, in artistic matters. Hydrant, you can find his YouTube explainers of the mechanics and nuts and bolts of NES Tetris, all that stuff that I can't understand. Well, I can understand some of it a little bit when Hydrant explains it. Go look him up on YouTube. Rhubarb in a little bit of a sitch here. That is a top out for Rhubarb. And that means Hydrant is going to take game number 1. So Hydrant, you are good. You also know Hydrant as, well, when I wanted to redesign our iconic bear emotes, well, we called on Hydrant. Hydrant did a great job. And so all the bear emotes that you see on Twitch and on YouTube, they were created by or inspired by or alterations of the redesign by Hydrant Dude. So really a Renaissance man, Hydrant Dude. Like really the Leonardo da Vinci of the Tetris world. All right, both players are ready. It is game number 2. Hydrant up 1-0. Let's go 3-1 Tetris. I like these players' camera layout because you can sort of see the rolling, which is nice. Rhubarb is blocked a little bit. I have contemplated, potentially removing the name placards once the action has started, but then it's very bare, it kind of it doesn't look quite right. But Billy Mac makes with the Prime sub. Speaking of YouTubers, Billy Mac, thank you. Appreciate your sub. And a good reminder for everybody else, you got a Prime sub as a result of being an Amazon Prime member. And, hey, use it on us sometimes. We could use it, believe me. 93,000 for Rhubarb, 77,000 for Hydrant. And both of them Tetris, and they have the same line count, and they're 16,000 apart. Burbia with a 5-stream streak, Tayo with a 5-stream streak. So we will end up with another top 8 player at the conclusion, or as a result of this broadcast. $173 for Rhubarb, $193 for Hydrant. I didn't quite get to finish Hydrant Dude, but you've seen him everywhere. Regional tournaments, Milwaukee, Connecticut, Philadelphia, Toronto very recently, Columbus. Hydrant's first Masters event was back in August of 2019. That's back when it was a 16-player tournament, not a 32-player tournament. And Hydrant's first opponent. And actually, this is back when it was a best of 3, believe it or not. I mean, I don't even feel comfortable having a best of 3 with people able to play 330 lines. Back then, people would top out, 4 seconds into like every other game. Anyway, Hydrant's first opponent in the Masters event was Corian. Corian would actually go on to win that month. I mean, that's how far back Hydrant goes. $296 for Rhubarb, $359 for Hydrant. Yeah, as far as I can tell, maybe there's 2 players from that August 19th player tournament that still play in CTM events. You want to hear the names? Galumba versus Cheesefish, or Cheesy now. Bubble Rhapsody versus Nenu. I guess Nenu still plays occasionally too. Frame Dump versus Uf Means Egg. So Uf Means Egg also plays in Das Masters. PMYA versus Mega Retro Man. Corian Hydrant Dude. Adam MTS, Matt Schoolmaster. Batfoy versus Moodus. And Brenny KFT versus Zeal. I mean, this is like super blast from the past. 3 of those players still play in CTM stuff. Occasionally, like, yeah, really just Nenu, Hydrant, and Uf Means Egg. Moodus refuses to play, even though he comes back and forth, every 18 to 24 months, Moodus comes back to Tetris, but never to CTM. $465 for Rhubarb, $495 for Hydrant Dude. You're asking, when was that during Corian's reign? I think that was the last time that Corian won CTM. So it was like a clean handoff from Corian right to Hydrant Dude. $518 Rhubarb. $565 for Hydrant. Hydrant up high on 19 transition, but gets in and brings us down a couple Tetrises, 614. Tetris for Rhubarb, 545. They're 2 apart, about 70,000 points apart. Tetris for Rhubarb, 603. 645 Hydrant. Rhubarb into 21. Hydrant into 21. Moodus is the only player I know who was at one time a name in GeoGuessr and in Tetris. So I don't really fully know. I don't follow GeoGuessr. Like, I could name that, I couldn't even name that one guy, but there's that one guy who's goated, just can look at any still frame and just say, oh yeah, obviously that's Kuala Lumpur, right? Oh, you saw a tree. Okay. Or wherever that place is. Anyway, yes, this is obviously in Ljubljana, Slovenia. But so how Rainbolt is not the best, but that's the person I know because he's big on YouTube. And this is not the first time that someone has said, "Oh yes, Moodoo's from GeoGuessr." Like, how prominent was Moodoo's in GeoGuessr? I have no idea. 785 for Rhubarb, 832 for Hydrant. But this is the second. Moodoo's is like the Moodoo's of GeoGuessr. That's not bad. It could be worse. That's about right. What's up, Coffee? How's it going? Good to see you. He's genuinely good. So, like, he would be like a perennial community tournament winner in GeoGuessr. $993 Hydrant, $914 Rhubarb, like community tier 1. You don't know. That's all right. Better than you, though. I played it like when it first started being a game. Like, I played it a couple times. Like, that's it. I think it's actually super fun, but I'm a very busy man. I don't have time, but I could see taking that up. Like, I wouldn't want to compete in it, but I can definitely see taking that up. All right, we're into 29. Hydrant due with a B38, and that probably is going to be all he's going to get if he can. And that's going to be a B38. So chase down target for Rhubarb is B39. He's at the time Hydrant topped out, it was about 100,000 point chase down. B39 is the target for Rhubarb. And Rhubarb has got to find a way to uncover that right side. This is going to be very tough. Using those L's to the left. Or the J's to the left. L's to the left. Yeah, L's to the left. And I don't know. This is going to be really hard. And no, that left side. Nope. Hydrant Dude going to hang on and take game number 2. Like players are standing up. I'm going to take this opportunity to run a 1-minute ad. Give these players a moment. I do want to remind everybody that we do have a prize pool for this tournament. We are looking to build it. And our next target is $1,000. That will allow us to pay the top 3. If it stopped right now, we would just pay the top 2. So we don't want to do that. We got to keep going. $1,000 is the next target. Pay the top 3. And you can see all the other things on the menu. I think we'll be able to pay the top 32. I think we'll beat 2025. I'm not so sure about beating 2024 though. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and give y'all some pieces. You can still take a moment to warm. That's no problem. Tetris says, I just got Little Caesars and it was not cheap. What did you get and how much did you pay for it? Because I was under the impression like Little Caesars, like, I don't know, $5. I don't know. I want to know what you got. $9.99 pizza and crazy puff combo. That $10 sounds good. That sounds good. I mean, that sounds like a good deal. You would like to be reimbursed via Mega Master. All right. Well, we need to get to 26,701, I think. We're not even paying the top 3 yet, Tyler, so you're like way down on the list. You won a match, so you should get like $100 or $150. Well, yeah, no, it'll be that's a good point. Top 32. I could do actually, since it's flat, I could put a break in there. Top 48. Maybe I'll do that. What is Chat Guesser? What is that? All right, looks like both players are ready. C54, C81. I mean, sorry, C8A. Yes. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's go. It's game number 3. Rhubarb up against it. Needs to win this one to continue on. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, what is Chat Guesser? I've never. It's a way to play GeoGuessr with a Twitch streamer. Well, that sounds fun. I think that's a game that I would take up because it doesn't involve any. It doesn't involve me like having good reaction time. I mean, yes, it does. So you have to recognize, not like hand-eye coordination. You obviously you have to guess the thing quickly, but it's not like I'm playing a first-person shooter like that. That I would not be good at. But you know, that's something I might be good at, or at least good enough where I, not good, but good enough where I would enjoy it. Tyler is name dropping, said, I had Minecraft beef with Rainbolt in 2015. Would he remember? Would he be like, oh, that Tetris? Although you would have been Tetris back then, but it's not beef if you wouldn't remember, Tyler. Sorry to break it to you. All right, 99,000 for Rhubarb, 124 for Hydrant. Oh, you got banned in his chat? Oh, boy. Oh, man. Young Tyler. 200 for Rhubarb, 215 for Hydrant. There's a Tetris Hydrant. You got unbanned after 8 years? Well, there's a redemption story. Very heartwarming. All right. Oh, really nice pieces here. Hydrant, the tuck of the square, and the red L. To get that board all back where it needs to be. 265 for Hydrant, 269 for Rhubarb. Yeah, maybe I'll play that GeoGuessr. That sounds fun, but I just don't know when I have the time. I got Tetris, I got these other endeavors. How do you guys find the time? I got books to read. I don't know how y'all find the time. I just, I got to sleep 10 hours a day. $359 for Hydrant Dude, $364 for Rhubarb. It is close. Pace-wise, more or less tied. Take that line difference into account. Long bar in Tetris for Hydrant Dude, $387. Yeah, I don't necessarily need to get good at GeoGuessr. I just want to play it and enjoy myself. That's all. I don't need to. I don't need to be the best in the world. I don't need to be top 1,000 in the world. I don't need to be top 50,000 in the world. I just want to play it. 483 for Rhubarb, 459 for Hydrant. Tetris, Hydrant, 528, 529 Rhubarb. It is close. One or two lines apart, 1 or 2,000 points apart. And we're now about 10 lines away from 19. That speed of the pieces dropping, that is going to increase by 50%. The colors of the pieces will change. The value of line clears will start ratcheting up. Rhubarb is in 600,000. There's one. Hydrant, 599. So more or less tied at the 19 transition. Tetris, Rhubarb, 660, 633, Hydrant. All right, Rhubarb. Trying to flatten this out, trying to expose the gap in the board right down the middle. It's kind of hard to do that because the more you try to dig it out, especially when you get multiple gaps, the more you got to put pieces on the other holes that you're trying to dig out. 675 for Rhubarb, 75 for Hydrant. And Hydrant has some lines in hand as well. Rhubarb still trying to fight this stack down. Hydrant open, has to block. Couldn't get the T for the spin. Man, Rhubarb still digging, just kind of an endless medium dig. And it's, yeah, just multiple holes, just different rows and columns. And you clear one, you create another. All right, Rhubarb going to expose that one. That was a pesky one in column 2. Because every time you try to stash a piece over there, you're just making the dig that much longer. So Rhubarb basically out of it. Setting up again. And a Tetris for Rhubarb. So he is out, but he is also now far back. Over 100,000 points and back by 9 lines. Tetris for Hydrant, 893. He's on level 26. Rhubarb just getting into 27. Tetris for Hydrant, and this is over a 200,000 point lead now for Hydrant. Hydrant has got the max out. A at 30. The A means 1 million points. What's up, Slice Mage? Rhubarb, first one into 29. Kind of mid to high 700s for him, and he's just got to kind of keep going, and Hydrant is in with a 1.1. This is like 300-something thousand point lead. That bar does not rotate on the left side, and that is going to throw Rhubarb right back into a dig. I saw a floating Mino for a second. 864 for Rhubarb, B75 for Hydrant, and Rhubarb's board starting to climb. That is gonna be it. Rhubarb is out. Rhubarb is topped out at 867, and that means Hydrant Dude is good. And we'll be moving on to the round of 16. That is going to go in the books as a sweep for Hydrant Dude. Not the set that Vicious Rhubarb wanted to have today, but I remain a big fan of Rhubarb, and I am a big believer. So hopefully we'll see Rhubarb in Pasadena, and hopefully he will have a good set there. So GG's to you, Rhubarb. Hope to see you again. Hydrant Dude, you got to stick around. And you will be playing the winner of Cole versus Knight. I'm going to run some ads. We'll come back. We'll set that up. And yeah, that'll be a thing. All right. There's that. Goodbye, number 10. That's rough, though, because Rhubarb, got himself a huge qualifier. I mean, it's a massive qual. So that is rough. And it's like, that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing that sucks about tournaments. Like, you get one game and you're out, That is the tough part. So what are we at? 7 and... I think it's 7 and 26, right? Oh, no, he's on the other side. 26? Where's 26? Oh, there it is. All right, and 7 over here. We'll get these URLs correct. We'll start lining them up. We got Knight on the wrong side. It's a total. It's anarchy. Excuse me. 2 buckets of coal, and then we'll get. Is it still Heyo Knight? Heyo Knight. You're trying a new angle? All right. I'm excited. And once I get these cameras lined up, I am going to need a moment to, do my thing here. I got to just take care of something in the apartment. You know how it is. All right, camera. We'll flip this dude around. All right, dude. There you go. You're getting flipped. There you go. Good job. And what is taking care of something in the apartment code for? Taking a whiz. That is what it is, Tyler. Taking a whiz. All right, just give me a moment, players, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Thank you for accommodating me. And then Tyler, there's something going on in the hallway is the other one. Guys, there's something going on in the hallway. Hold on. I never have to do that though. I mean, that's like that, that very rarely is an issue. It's like, guys, there's a couple other things I need code for, but you don't need code. Like, oh, I have to go get a drink. Like, that just means I have to get a drink. But I should have code for that too. You're laughing? What? There's something going on in the hallway? Which I didn't even realize why that was funny. It was a thing to say, like, but then I realized, oh, wait, that's pretty gross. All right. Well, we've got two players here. We've given them pieces. Oh, let me refresh these folks because I think their streams were just... Well, no, maybe I don't have to. I'll do it. Can't hurt. What are we, 26? 26. Someone's knocking at the door? I mean, that's kind of the same thing, Laurie. That's like urgent. That's like, oh, man, someone's knocking at the door. All right. Folks, it is time to play the teal bracket of Mega Masters. And yeah, Cole versus Knights. Let us get them started. It's a round of 32 match. The winner goes to the top 16 to take on Hydrant Dude for a shot at the top 8. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And look at that. They diverge from the first piece, so we will not have Tetris right now. On the left side of your screen, it is Cole, who is seed number 7 from the USA with a PB of 5.45 million. Cole is making his fourth appearance in Mega Masters, had his best finish in this event last year in the top 16. Cole was the winner of CTWC's Philadelphia Regional in 2025 and is also a Challengers Circuit winner back in 2024. You've also seen Cole at other regionals, including Boston and Philadelphia, Connecticut, Toronto, Oklahoma, Columbus. Cole has also played in like a bunch of our new rebooted Stupid Tetris monthly modes, including crunch mode, low stack, no bars, no next box, all those. And yeah, by the way, Cole is a 3-time CTWC gold bracket player with 2 top 16s. Those were in 24 and 25. Also played in Jonas Cup last year as well. Cole's first appearance in the Masters event came back in I think this is right, April of 2024. That's back when it was a 16-player tournament. And he played, and he went out to Alex T, as one does. So that is Cole, ranked number 14, by the way, in the world. You can find the full ranking of competitive Tetris players over at premierpool.com. Premier has an E at the end. Use the PP command. 218 for Cole. 253 for Knight. Knight, seed number 26. A Canadian. So if you're very concerned about who a Canadian is, there's one right there. Knight is the No Bars Tetris World Champion. Knight won our Stupid Tetris Monthly No Bars Championship back in, I guess, December. It was November and December tournament. Took the finals of that 3-1 against me. Knight is also a future circuit winner. That was back in February of 2022. She played her first Masters event, monthly Masters, back in January of 2025. And this is her third appearance overall in Mega Masters. Best year was last year, 2025. We've seen her at regionals at Toronto most recently. Detroit. And the Genesis regional. And you've seen her 3 times in CTWC's Gold Bracket Championship in 21, 22, and 25. Also played at the Jonas Cup in 24. Took 10th in that. 372 for Cole, 319 for Knight. This is a best of 5. We start here on level 18. That will turn into level 19. The speed will increase. Scoring will increase. That happens at 130 lines in. 424 for Cole. 374 for Knight. Trebus says, we're trying to keep this place classy, Trebus. Trebus says, there's a PP command, but is there a poo-poo command? Well, my goodness gracious, Travis. Keep it classy, okay? 452 for Cole, 419 for Knight. By the way, after game 2, I suspect that there will be something going on in the hallway, so we'll be running a quick break. 475 for Cole, 467 for Knight. Keep it classy. There's a Tetris Knight, 493 on 19. Cole is going to burn a single into 19. Takes a chunk down. Tetris for Cole, 526. So Cole with the pace lead, with the score lead. Tetris for Cole, 578. Knight's best finish in the monthly Masters event, by the way, August of 2025. That was the first time she got into the semifinals, top 4 of that one. Oh, Knight in a bit of a sitch here. Dirty Tetris for Knight. Cool. 587. Knight right behind. There's a Tetris for Knight. 591. There's one Cole. 619. Again, Knight about 8 lines ahead. Cole's best finish in a monthly was multiple times into the top 8. Looking to match that here in Mega Masters. Now this Cole got, a top 7 or a top 16 seed, so he got to skip 2 rounds in this tournament. 771 for Cole, 720 for Knight. Knight got to skip 1 round and defeated K Lovelace in round 2 to get here to the round of 32. I mean, this could very easily itself be a top 8 match. I mean, these top 32 matchups are just loaded. There's so many good players. And it's crazy to me that this is a top 32 match. 869 for Cole, 852 for Knight. If you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube, consider contributing to the prize pool. We've got some incentives and goals that we want to hit. Use that match to bring up the link. And if you're watching after the fact, go to the description of the YouTube live VOD. You'll find the link there as well, and you can contribute. Use that Matcherino command to bring up the link. And yeah, whatever you got. 950 for Cole, 972 for Knight. Knight is into 29. Cole still stacking on 28. You can see the speed over on Knight's board. Pieces are dropping twice as fast. Level 39 will be the limit, 330 lines in. That will effectively kill their games, so players got to do all their scoring that they're going to do between now and 330 lines. Cole up a little bit high here, needs to bring this down. And dropping it down. So pretty tight here. Cole ahead by a little bit in lines. Knight is ahead, in score. Knight is a little bit ahead in lines. That may be more of a factor toward the end here. Knight needs to bring this down now. Cole is still low enough, can access, and Knight's board starting to complicate a bit. That left side is tough. That is not going to be recoverable. That will be a top out, and that means Cole will take game number 1. Shinobi with the $1.67 contribution. Thank you, Shinobi. Gets us up to 85167. Thank you so very much. All right, Cole is good. And he might have been topping out as well, so he's happy that he got out to an early lead. All right, we're going to give you some more pieces, players. Now, I am going to run an ad after game 2, just so y'all know. So if you want to take a moment to get a drink or go check on something in the apartment or whatever, that'll be a good time to do it. FF7ACB. FF7ACB. Both players ready. Game number 2. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. The winner of this will play Hydrant Dude immediately after for a chance to get into the top 8. Dengler and Alex T are already in the top 8. We got 16 days to go in the month, and it feels like we're making good progress. We've pretty much already done more than the number of matches that are in our monthly tournaments, and we're less than halfway through the month, which is, or we're basically halfway through the month. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Now, why can't we do this every month? I guess we set deadlines and we're just like, we're kind of hard asses this month. So maybe that's what we need. More discipline in NES Tetris. Been a few 6-7 hour streams already. Yeah, that's true. A lot of it is school out for summer. I mean, it's May, Cousin Abby. I don't think, are people out already of school? I mean, to me, it seems like the worst month to do it because people got like final exams, and don't they have that? Doesn't school go through like May? I don't know. How does it work? In top flight events, these players have played against each other only one time previous. So top flight, I mean CTWC, CTL, and CTM. Things that are tracked in Liquipedia, I guess. So yeah, that was the Classic Tetris League back in 2025. Knight took that one 3-0. But these folks have never faced off against one another in CTM before, which I find that just hard to believe, but it must be true. I mean, it's crazy. Dot Gamer says, I should be studying for an IB psych test, but I'm lazy. 260 for Cole, 331 for Knight. And this is a little over halfway to the 19 transition. So Knight kind of on pace for potentially like low 600s transition. She stays on this pace. Cole will have to make up some ground in the back half of 18 if he wants to get there, or close to it. Tetris Cole 311 and another one 334. Knight not going to get that T-spin, and the tuck kind of swirling around that overhang on the right. So that's going to create some additional holes and some burning she's got to do. See if she's going to stay one row off the bottom. She's set up for one. And there is the Tetris. And look at that. She can set one up in column 7 and get it and clean up very efficiently. So pretty good for Knight. 483, 403 for Cole. So he is been fairly efficient after, 65 lines or something like that. I'm going to take a few burns right now, though. Didn't want to put additional weight over on the left side, so kind of awkward top of the stack. And yeah, so he's got a little burning to do now. 429 for him, 529 for Knight, 100,000 point lead, 2 lines apart. All right, so Cole really trying to avoid disaster on 18. Tetris for Knight 601. And a Tetris into 19 for Cole at 469. And Knight gets into 19 at 626. So maybe about 160,000 point lead for Knight when everything's accounted for. Or at least it was at the 19 transition. Knight's starting to burn some lines here, though. Tetris for Cole, 570. Knight is clean now and set up and Tetrising, 662. So they're one line apart and about 90,000 points apart. Knight in the lead. Knight's going to open up that right side. That Z was the worst piece, pretty much the only one that you couldn't cleanly accommodate. Of course, the game dumps it right on you. 680 for Cole. Tetris for Knight, 747. There's one Cole. We're into level 23 now. There's about 55, 60 lines to go until the speed doubles on 29. All right, Cole, kind of a pesky hole in the board. And he chops some of this down, gets a long bar in, can start exposing some of these holes in the board and starting to work them out. Oh, Cole clean now, waiting for a bar. And the long bar gets over. Tetris for Cole, 878, 922 for Knight. Tetris, Knight, 954. Another Tetris, Cole, 917. All right, so Knight just a few thousand points away from the max out here on 27. And Cole, 15,000 points away. He's on 28 now. Cole's setting up a little overhang tuck there of the L piece. Chunking this down with a triple max out for Cole into 29. Knight is at A73, and this is tough. Longbar gets down for Knight, but she has got to fix this crazy snarl of holes in the middle of the board, and that is going to come down very quickly. Now Cole needs to get a line over to the left or something, and he's kind of all in. That's a top out for Cole at A85, and Knight is good in game number 2. So we are tied at a game apiece. And as soon as players complete their things, we are going to run a quick ad here. So, Cole, you do have a minute or two if you want to take it. All right. Knight just going to top out. We are going to take 1 minute. Oh, wait. They won't let us run an ad. Can you guys wait another game? They won't let us run one. Oh, no. All right. Well, I'll give you the pieces. It's not going to let us. So maybe we'll do it after 3, if that's okay. Sorry. But you can, if you need to take a break, you can. Since I promised you. So it's not a problem. Just Twitch won't let us run one. 5 stream streak for Chen. Thank you, Chen. 3 streams for Augusta Gaming Expo. You do need a minute if that's okay? Yes, that is perfectly good. Yes, take a minute. That is fine. I set an expectation for it, so you may take it. Chen says, I'm here instead of watching Classic Tetris. Well, I mean, listen, Classic Tetris is great. They're running friendlies, but this is a world championship. So, I mean, why you'd watch, Martz versus El Peltum, chapter 76. Where you could watch a literal world championship. Wait, is it Martz versus is it really Martz versus Cox Danny J? Cox Danny J is the new El Peltum, I guess. Let me go look. Let's see. Oh, it's Walby, Ian Keith, and Vance. That's good. No, I'm just kidding, of course. I'm kidding, of course. These guys are great. It's super fun. I kid our good friends over at Classic Tetris. Anyway, did I give you pieces? Yes. Pieces are here, players. They're 7C6852, so when you are ready. And yeah, it's gonna let me run an ad after game 3, so if you guys don't mind, just try to pay for this, try to make a little something. Now, if you don't want to see the ads, guys, you remember you can subscribe to the channel on Twitch, and I think YouTube as well, right? If you're a sub, you don't see ads on YouTube. Is that right? Someone can confirm. But you can do that, and you can also support the channel. Okay, looks like both players are ready. 7C685. Those are the pieces, and the players are ready. It's game number 3, Cole versus Knight. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, two things which are, black as coal, black as night, right? So we have a thematic unity of these two players. Wheels McCoy says, haven't seen an ad on here in 20 months. Is that because you're a 20-month subscriber? Yes, you've been subbed for 20 months. Isn't it nice, Wheels McCoy, not to see an ad, to be a subscriber, to feel good, to know that you are supporting something that you enjoy? You're ensuring its continued existence, at least in some small way. Cole going to miss the spin of the L piece on the right side, and that will cause some extra burning. He's got a Tetris down there that he can take, and he takes it. Laurie says, yes, sub for no ads. All right. Travis says, Bezos is paying mine. Yes, you let Bezos pay for it. Easy. Long bar down, Cole. Mr. Brain says, I'm very happy to support Classic Tetris Monthly. I highly recommend do it. Oh, that's very nice. That is very nice. 171 for Knight. Tetris 193. There's a Tetris Cole 201. Tetris for Knight 263 to 48. for coal. All right, coal having to bring this down. Players weathering a little bit of a mini drought. Stacks getting high. But the long bars come and players get Tetrises and start bringing their stacks down. I think that Knight is the last Canadian standing in this tournament. So, Canadians, Knight is your hope. Could be wrong here. Yeah, let's see what we got. Tugi, Neko, Meme, Violet, Andy O, Guafi's Row, Sidnev Crab, Panic Portal Huff, Cole Knight, Dog, DMJ, Cobra Eyeball. Yes. Oh, wait, no, Eyeball. Eyeball is still here. So you have two Canadians. You have two Canadians still standing. That's good. Can we see an All Canada Finals? Let me look at this bracket. Unfortunately, we cannot. They're both on the same half of the bracket, so we cannot see an All Canada Finals. But we still could see like an all non-US finals, which would be first. $481 for Knight, $429 for Cole. We're into 19 now. 501 for Cole at 139. 533 for Knight at 138. Of course, Sidnev was the first player not from the U.S. to make it into the finals. Did that back in, well, last year, 2025. And, you know, you'll have to see it. $605 for Cole, $617 for Knight. Level 22. All right, Knight's going to uncover that right side, trying to clear away the garbage over the well, and reestablish it. She has Tetris in. Would love a T, but not going to wait around for the T. There's nothing worse than it. I mean, there are some things worse, but a T drought is very unpleasant. When you have that T spin sitting there and you're just like holding out hope for the T the whole time, that's bad news. 705 for Cole, 743 for Knight. What's up, Pasta with Sauce? WX Harks, welcome. Lighthouse Tetris is here. Hats with 4 underscores. Is that 2 or 4? All right, 746 for Cole, kind of a messy board. He does not want it to get any messier. He's just knocking the whole thing down if he can. And Knight's board starting to mess up a little bit. And Longbar's coming, but can't make real big use of him. Cole's going to open up that Longbar hole. How long does he have to wait? Not too long. Gets a dirty Tetris. 804 for Cole, 829 for Knight. Knight opens up the right side. She only built up about 6 to 8 rows, something like that. And now just waiting. Blocks the well just as the bar comes. But here's another bar. Tetris for Knight, 872, 814 for Cole. There's a Tetris Knight, 907, 90,000 point lead. We're about to hit level 29. Knight is in clean. And a burn and a Tetris, 947 Knight, 824 for Cole. And Cole's board just kind of messy. And this is really tough. That left side is not recoverable. That's top out for Cole. Knight is good in game number 3 and goes up 2 games to 1. And Knight might have been, well, we'll see if she can get out of this, but yeah, she might have been in the process of topping out too. All right, players, I am going to run 1 minute. 1 minute. So please let me do this. There we go. I did put the pieces in the chat, players, if you want it. But you can wait it out. All right, y'all, you can still take a minute or so if you need it, but ad is over. Pieces are here. 20D1 BC. What's up, Alex T. Tetris in the chat? All right, looks like we're taking a moment here. Oop, we're back. We are back. Okay. Players are on seed. Players are signaled ready. It is game number 4. Knight 2, Cole 1. Cole looking to tie this up, try to force a decider. 3-1 Tetris. The winner of this whole match here will take on Hydrant Dude, who's a little bit of a quasi-Canadian. I gotta get on that. Is 23andMe still a thing? I gotta get on there and see if I have any Canadian roots, because I guess Canada's loosened up a little bit. Like, who can obtain residency in Canada? Or I might have some. just in case. Little exit strategy. If anybody in Canada will let me sleep in a tent in their backyard, that would help. Turtle in chat says, good luck. Maybe the best player win. Maybe. Maybe the best player will win. I don't know. I don't know who the best player is. 120 for Cole, 118 for Knight. That's why we play Tetris, to figure all that out. Tetris for Knight, 188. There's one Cole, 190. Laurie says spare room anytime. Oh, nice. All right. Get my exit strategy. Just a little backup plan for an SHTF scenario. Tetris Knight 215. Move to Australia for a complete change? I don't know. So one of the things, before we wind down, it sounds like a weird way to wind down, but before we wind down and go to sleep, Sue and I have a few different YouTube channels that we watch, on the TV. One of them is Dashcam Nation, Idiots in Cars, so we watch a lot of Dashcam videos. I don't know why this is, like, on the face of it, it's not a very relaxing thing to experience before you go to sleep, but it works for us. 312 here for Cole, 315 for Knight. And it seems like the Australians are just the most angry drivers. Like the slightest like thing, and they're just getting out and screaming. So I don't know. I don't know. All right, Knight trying to survive this here. This board is a little dicey here. Starting to make some headway. She opens up that middle where there's a dirty Tetris waiting. The long bar goes in, so Knight gets dirty Tetris, 347 for her. Another one, 370. Cole is good Cole is at 429. So yeah, I don't know, man. Australia scares me a little bit. I'm sure it's, I've just seen people at their worst, but I don't want to, have a minor slight turn into a huge altercation. Yeah, it's not the most relaxing thing to watch before we sleep, but I don't know, we like it. Do I think it's worse in the US? Yeah, I do. Americans are actually pretty nice. I know you wouldn't believe that. But Americans are pretty cheerful. Not everyone. But there's a lot of cheerful people. Also, WTF is a dirty Tetris. You gotta use the F word to ask the question. A dirty Tetris is a Tetris with that is elevated. So, like, normally you want to keep the stack as low as possible and set up for a Tetris directly on the floor. But if it's elevated, then there's like additional garbage on the board. We call that a dirty Tetris. 693 for Cole, 514 for Knight, level 20. Tetris for Knight, 548, 745 for Cole. This is a 200,000 point lead right now. Same line count. Tetris for Cole, 775. Vandy, what is this? Skibidi Tetris? I don't know what you're talking about. Skibidi Tetris? No idea. What's up, Evesy? Stanislaw? 859 for Cole, 634 for Knight. There's a Tetris Knight, 671. You're saying I should get a padless controller and play with it on stream? I would love to, but, you know, I don't go to live events, or I haven't been to a live event in like over 2 years, so. Or about 2 years, and that's where they seem to be. I guess they're going to have some at CTWC and have a special CTWC edition. Because you know how supportive CTWC has been of padless, and how unsupportive we've been. So of course it would make sense to have a special edition for that. Tetris for Knight, dirty, one row up, 832 for Knight. Mathmaster, what other way can you support a controller other than allowing it? Like, oh, we're very supportive. We just don't allow it. Oh, okay. Thanks for the support. Yeah, that really helps. A95 for Cole, 938 for Knight. Oh wait, this isn't the red bracket? All right, BO5. Cole gets a long bar over. Looking for really just one more. I would love to bring this stack down. Trying to keep it open. Long bar down. Tetris, Cole, and big chunks of the board being eliminated right on 19 entry. B89 for Cole. A02 for Knight. That's a 1.1 for Cole. Knight with the max out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think a controller has to be commercially available to. I don't know. No big deal. I mean, it's kind of available, sorta. It's out there. Tetris for Knight, A72, 1.2 for Cole. It's about 150,000 point lead for Cole. Tetris for Cole, level 32. Knight is into 33. Cole bringing this down. Maybe setting up. No, he's just gonna get that. Tetris for Knight, but kind of a misdrop of that L piece is going to slow her down a little bit. Cole takes a nice triple D20. 130,000 points ahead. Yeah, just solder your own paddlers tonight. Just get out an iron, the soldering iron. Oh, that left side for Cole. That's going to be tough. So he's got to dig this out. He's got a 120,000 point lead. It's still diggable in theory. We'll see what he can do. Longbar gets over to the left. The L helps. Board maybe starting to come. Oh, that right side for Cole. That is a D55. Target for Knight. And how is she going to get there? She's only got 9 lines to go. So I don't know that she's going to be able to do this. And that is not We'll see. And no, that is gonna do it for game number 4. And Cole will hang on and take game number 4, and we are headed to a deciding game number 5. And there it is. Cole just finding out now. I'm going to refresh these players' streams. Just 1 second. The pieces are in the chat. Players, if you need to take a moment, you can. Cole says, remembered how to play again. I mean, it seemed like it. I remember dreaming about a control, like not dreaming, but like pining, like, will somebody please make a controller that uses keyboard switches? Like, that would be the best. Bro's locked in. Nice. Like, somebody please make this. I wanted this in my mind. And I'm so pleased that somebody who knows how to do things is doing things. It's great. All right, pieces are here. FD2424. What the heck is that? Opox is here. What's up, Opox? Oh, wait, no, it's Ava. Oh, Ava's on Opox's account. I can't believe Vandy said the F word regarding Padless. Yeah, I said it. I did. That's quite an endorsement. You need to get AC in this room. I mean, AC is like a requirement of the civilized world. Like, folks in Europe can never understand. There's a lot of folks in Europe that are like, AC, you don't need that. We don't need that. All right, pieces are here. FD2424. All right. Both players are on seed. We just need a ready from both. Cole, same. All right. Let's go. Both players are ready. It's game number 5. The winner of this moves on to the top 16 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So the winner of this one game will advance to the round of 16 to take on Hydrant Dude. Rip Evesy. Oh, that left side for Knight. This is pretty tricky situation, actually. But he's working it down. There we go. What is happening in YouTube chat? Oh, because WTF. I was just teasing you a little bit, but yeah, he shortened it. I mean, I was just teasing you a little bit. That's how we do things. 165 for Cole, 115 for Knight. Skimming at Tetris there for Knight, 139. Cole at 211. Tetris Knight 209 to 63 for Cole. Now Knight is ahead 7-9 lines somewhere in there. All right, little long bar flat burn. Kingsman loves it. Tetris for Cole, and he is kind of on pace for a low 600s transition into 19th. Tetris for Knight 305, 403 for Cole. So Cole got a good early score here. Nice adjust, long bar to column 2. And there's a Tetris Cole 427, 335 for Knight. Long bar in. Oh. What just happened? I don't know what happened. Unfortunately, I don't. Okay, well, Knight is okay. Or at least alive, which is good. I can't really do this as a redo because there was about 140 and 150,000 point lead. So I'm sorry that Knight is. I hope Knight is okay. Unfortunately, I can't do this as a redo because the score wasn't close. I don't think it was a display issue. I think it was. Yeah. You can't. We don't need you to do that. Yeah. Unfortunately, I just don't think that. You know, if it was like close, but it was like a 6 to 7 Tetris lead. And unfortunately, that becomes, you know, if it was close, it was something we can do. Now, first and foremost, we hope Knight is okay. I do have to. I mean, I can't just have people topping out and say, "Oh, my health," though, right? So obviously, I don't think that's what happened here. But that is going to have to stand as a win for Cole in this case, because we, you know, if it was like tied, then I could do that. But otherwise, that just becomes exploitable. You see what I'm saying? So let's assume, let's all understand. I hope Knight is okay. So I don't think Knight is doing anything wrong. But the fact is, it was a big deficit. So I hope Knight is okay. Please go see something. But that is going to be a game for Cole. So Cole, you will be moving on. I can't, you know, when it's that far apart, I just can't, there's not, yeah, it's a big lead. So I can't really do anything. So yeah, Knight, I hope you're okay. We do have to award that game to Cole. Just all the circumstances. We hope you're okay. I want you to be okay. I don't think anything's going on. So I don't want anyone to say that, but you understand the position I'm in. So, so Cole, you will be moving on. That is going to go in the books as 3-2. Yeah, please get out of that room. Please go drink some water. Please, you know, get some fresh air. But that is what we're gonna have to do. So I'm so sorry, Knight. I hope you're okay. So we are gonna have to move on. Yeah, we can definitely take a little bit of a break here. We're gonna get this match set up. We wish Knight the best. I hope you guys understand that this is the way I have to sort of rule as a tournament organizer. And I hope you guys can understand why I have to rule that way. And we wish Knight the best. And please, if you do need medical assistance, please get it. And if you need anyone to contact someone on your behalf, please, you know, let somebody do that for you. Okay? Okay. Guys, we are going to take a quick break here. We'll get everything set up for the next match. It will be Cole versus Hydrant Dude. And we'll be back in a moment. So yeah, it is going to be, we'll go as a 3-2 for Cole. Well, Slice, as you can imagine, nobody is saying that anybody would do something like that, but you can understand where if we just allowed people to stop playing when they were 140,000 games back and get a redo, that would be a very exploitable thing. So as a tournament organizer, we just have to have a consistent policy on something like that, and that is how we handle a situation like that. If the score were like really tight or close, I would totally understand it. But yeah, sorry, Slice Mage. I know you don't understand. You are new here. We have sort of a history of precedence for things like this, and that is just the way that it is evolved. So I understand why you'd think that. So hopefully, we wish above all that night is okay. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this set up. Night was 26. Oh wait, this is the wrong. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll bring in Hydrant was 23. Hydrant says, just like that one time a mouse ran between my legs and topped out. I mean, yeah, you know, we don't think people are really doing that, but unfortunately, it's just you can't have that kind of a thing out there as being a, you know, as just a way that people can, you know, not that I think they are at all, but you just can't have that out there as a way to result, you know, do it. So, but yes, the fact is though, you know, if you do feel sick or faint, I mean, you know, before a game, you can say like, listen, can we reschedule this? So, I mean, that is something that can be done and has been done, and is something that we've done. So, you know, broach it and we can talk about it. Okay. Hydrant, I think is your capture frozen? Well, you gotta bring it up. Okay. Dates. No, we don't want dates. We want rounds here. Where's my round? Oh, there it is. Okay. Players, just give me 1 minute, okay? I will be right back, and then we will get this going. You didn't think you're allowed to ask a question? I mean, it's a, you can just ask a question. I'm not putting anything on you, but we still have, it's just a question. I don't know anything about. I don't really know what you're referring to. And Tetris says it's the best season. Well, all I can do is rule based on what happened here, so that's the best I can do. Okay, players, I'm going to go ahead and give you all some pieces, so. Yeah, let's take that part of the conversation offline. I'm not really comfortable with. I don't really know the circumstances or anything like that, but let's take that part of the conversation offline. Tetris. Hydrant dude, you're about to get seat checked. Let me refresh both players, by the way. All right, good. We are good now. Okay, y'all. Well, it is time for... Wait, where's the music? Did the music just go? No, the music's here. All right. It is time. It is the top 16. Cole versus Hydrant. Let us get them going. The winner goes to the top 8 in 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait. The button didn't hit. 3 Tetris. I hit the button, but it didn't go. The music just stopped playing for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. There we go. We're back now. Yeah, we'll go to that. On the left side, it is Cole, seed number 7 from the USA, with a PB of 5.45 million, ranked number 14 in the ranking of competitive Tetris players. Cole is a winner of a regional tournament in CTWC's cinematic universe. That was the Philadelphia 2025 regional. Defeated Meme in a decider. And was also a Challenger Circuit winner all the way back in February of 2024. This is Cole's 4th Mega Masters appearance. Best was top 16, which he tied here today. And he's also played in CTWC's Gold Bracket Championship 3 times, 2 back-to-back top 16 finishes in 2024 and 2025. You've seen him at regional tournaments like Boston and Connecticut, Philadelphia, Toronto, Detroit, Oklahoma, and Columbus, all over the world. Also played a bunch in our Stupid Tetris Monthly modes. I think played in like all of them so far, maybe. Maybe except for the, or maybe tried the, the no rotation. But definitely played in 4 out of the 5. 187 here for Cole, 228 for Hydrant. And on the right side of the screen, it is Hydrant. Hydrant, seed number 23 from the USA, PB of 2.45 million. That is a rollover and more. Hydrant was the first player ever to get a rollover in the game of NES Tetris. He did it in our September 2021 Masters event, a tournament which he would go on to win, which makes a lot of sense. If you're a player who's rolling over the score, it makes sense that you might win that very same tournament. Also won our first ever Stupid Tetris Monthly. That's back when it was conceived as a Masters replacement or variant. It was a multi-mode, multi-play style channel back in 2020. Hydrant was the winner of that. We've also seen Hydrant at a bunch of regional, all the regional tournaments, like every single one. The whole list: Boston, Minnesota, Connecticut, Philadelphia, Toronto, Minnesota, Detroit, Columbus. The list goes on and on. This is Hydrant's 4th Mega Masters appearance. His best finish was the first year when it was a 32-player tournament. It was top 8, so looking to equal that today. He's also been in CTWC 6 times and was a top 8 finisher in 2022. 404 for Cole, 408 for Hydrant. This is a best of 5. The first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match, and we'll move on to the top 8. Oh, Cole, like setting up here for a dirty Tetris. Kind of, I wouldn't say gambly, but definitely hoping a long bar comes. He's opened it up again. He's chopping it down. He wants that dirty and gets it. 481 for Cole, 522 for Hydrant. There's a Tetris for Hydrant. These two have not played against each other in CTM before, but they have played against each other multiple times in Classic Tetris League and in some live regional tournaments. So I think they've split the matches that they've played at live tournaments. They're into 19 now, 640 here for Hydrant, 579 for Cole. Level 20 now. It is wild that they haven't played in CTM, but Cole really started just playing in the Masters event really not too long ago, relatively speaking, like 2024. And Hydrant didn't really play a ton in the monthlies the last couple of years, maybe sometimes in the run up to CTWC, just kind of tuning up and getting some competitive reps in. But otherwise, you know, for a couple of years, Hydrant has not been playing too much in the monthlies. So it makes sense. 652 for Cole, 769 for Hydrant. It's about 115,000 point lead for Hydrant. Lines are pretty close. Cole up pretty high on the board, looking for a bar right now. And the long bar does not get over. And Hydrant is good in game number 1. So Cole up a little bit too high, especially with junk on the board. And really that junk is what prevented him from burning. So he just ended up going all in on a bar. And that's, you know, kind of really dependent on that bar coming. And if it doesn't come, well, that's it. Easy says, I keep thinking Hydrant's beard is drawn on. I mean, it is, you know, the platonic ideal of a beard, you know? I mean, it's like perfect. I wish that I had that perfect of a beard. You guys, you know, you've been watching me lately play occasionally with a beard. I had to shave it down a bit because, well, I've been visiting the doctor a lot for various reasons, and I don't want to go in looking like a bum. So the pieces are here: 40cc D8, 40cc D8. Cole will pin the seed. So literally one of the competitors is pinning the seed. So we had a couple of subs here. I missed one from I Just Read the Instructions with Prime. I missed that a bit ago. It kind of happened during, you know, some stuff that was going on. So thank you. Just read the instructions. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's get them started. Game number 2. Hydrant up 1-0. So thank you. I just read the instructions. Have one come in from Zempro. The message is Clark. So I see where your head's at. Zempro, thank you. Yeah, thanks, Eve Z. I need the good luck. That is what I need. Or it's raps, bruh. Oh, Hydrant kind of early misdrop here. Still low enough. And a bar would help, and a bar comes, and that helped. And a bunch of bars are coming. So that's going to help Hydrant bring this down. 3 bars. Yeah, it wasn't 3 in a row, but it was 2 a piece and then another bar, which is almost as good. Maybe better. 3 bars in a row is just excessive. Like, what are you supposed to do with all that? I think 2 bars and a little break is good. Like 2 bars, 1 piece maybe you can use to do a thing. And then give me another bar. All right, Hydrant looking to uncover. There is a nice split double. And trying to avoid just creating bar dependencies on the left side. He is open on the right. $127 for Cole, 123 for Hydrant. So it's been a very interesting seed. Vince for Cole and a dirty Tetris 1 row up. All right, so Hydrant going to miss a tap there and gets a nice little double with the J on the right side. Long bar down will clear a single for Hydrant. He's left with a dirty Tetris and gets it. 219 for him, 200 for Cole. Tetris for Cole, 294. There's one Hydrant, 291. So 3,000 points apart, same lines, real close. Yeah, it seems like there have been bars are the there's been the most bars of any other piece. 39 of those, 36 O's. The lowest piece is Z's, 27. Yeah, so plenty of bars. It does seem like a weird seed. It really does. That's all right. You got to be, this is a championship. You got to be ready for anything. Dirty Tetris for Cole, 456 through 99, 392 for Hydrant. Tetris is on this level worth 22,800. All right, Cole in a bit of a sitch here. A bar would be helpful, and he gets one, and it's a dirty Tetris. 509 for Cole. Hydrant setting up that one, Mino kind of setup with the long bar in column 9. That gets him Tetris ready, and he gets it. One line away is Cole from the 19 transition. He's just going to take it down with a triple and a series of digs or a series of just pieces down that right side. Triples, double, triple, and Tetris for Cole. 579. Cole Hydrant at 516. Yeah, that's right. The seeds at CTWC way, kind of before the leadership change, they did excise some seeds that were like super droughts or super long droughts. Evesy in chat says the RNG used to be different. See Hydrant's video on the topic. Yeah, another great kind of topic Hydrant covers on his YouTube channel. Tetris for Hydrant 639. Yeah, it wasn't just a different randomization algorithm, although probably, but they also literally removed seeds that had certain length droughts. Is my understanding. Now, Hydrant's probably playing right now and said, "No, you're not explaining it right at all." That's all right. $823 for Hydrant, $856 for Cole. The pullback for Cole, Tetris, $888. Level 26 for Cole, 25 for Hydrant. The biggest gym seed drought is 63. True? Is that true? Facts? right, Tetris for Hydrant. He's at 962. Cole is at 950. Long bar in Tetris for Cole, 986. You've had 70 on Norg. Uh-oh. Take rabbit hole. All right, we've got both players maxed out. All right, Hydrant, this is pretty tough here. A53 for Hydrant, A4 for Cole. Hydrant opens up that right side so we can start taking some burns, bring this down. He's set up, gets a Tetris, B06. There's one for Cole, B36 now. Well, both players are low, but not really Tetris ready. Cole not going to get the T-spin on that one. We'll see how players handle this. In the early phases, sometimes you see players try to play it a little closer to the vest and let their opponent hang themselves a bit, but we'll see. No, they're going for it here. CO1 for Cole. Tetris for Cole, C46. There's a Tetris Hydrant, B84. So he's back 65,000 points. Tetris for Cole. Now, Hydrant is back 10 lines, so that is definitely relevant. We're getting here where these Tetrises are worth 40,000 plus points. So being behind 10 lines, you know, that's like 2.5 Tetrises. So if you're within, 80 to 100,000 points, like you can maybe Tetris at the end. So we'll see. Hydrant here, C47. Cole, his board. Oh, wow. And he hangs the piece and gets a Tetris on the left side. Holy mackerel, Cole. E11 for him. That was a crazy sequence. I thought Cole was like hanging a piece, but he did literally hang the piece and then Tetris off it. So E58 for Cole. See what else he can get right here toward the end. Not going to get that T-spin. He's got one more Tetris. Gets it. F11. So F12. Hydrant with 10 lines to go. He would need like 3 Tetrises basically. And those are just not... Where are they coming from? I mean, he's one burn away. And I don't know where he would get these from. But it would have to be 3. There's one. And that is an F12. That's a 1.5 million. And nearly a 1.4 from Hydrant here in game number 2. And Cole is going to tie it up at a game apiece. Very good game between these two. Double 39s and super high scores. So, holy moly. Oh, Javanti saying there is a seed provided with an 82-piece drought. Well, we should use that for the next seed. Javanti, what do you think? Should we just use that one? All right, we're not going to use that one. How crazy would it be if it came up? It would be crazy if it came up. All right, new pieces here. Oh, look at... All right, all right, lots of zeros. All right, Hydrant says, I of CTWC removing droughty seeds. That's what I heard directly from... I heard that directly from Trey. So when someone said that, when someone said that in chat, that tends to make me believe that it's true. So Trey plus someone in chat. No ad here. We'll just keep going. Unless you want to break. If you both want to break, I can run an ad. That's fine, but no ad break. I would have run it by now. If you guys do want to break, though, I can run one. That's fine. Should I run one after game 3? Would you guys be sad if I did that? Maybe I'll run it after game 3. After 3? Okay. Cole says it's, if Cole says it, it's good. All right, both players on seed. It's game number 3. Cole 1, Hydrant 1. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, game number 3. We are underway. Thank goodness for this mute button. I'll tell you that. There was we used to record the audio in a different way. I think I used to get it like right off the mixer. Like this is back in the old Pumpy Heart days. So Pumpy would have to all the like unedited, like every time I muted, Pumpy would have access to anything I said or did while I was muted. And I forgot about this, at least on a couple of occasions. And one time, Pumpy, I belched. And Pumpy left it in when he edited the VOD. Like he didn't, he can't check every single moment, right? You just go, okay, we got this match bookended. We'll edit it. It's cut down. He's not listening to everything. And he left in a big, huge belch by accident. We think it's on accident. So I forget which one it is. There's a lot of y'all that just know every trivia fact. You go, oh yes, well obviously that was August of 2022. Okay, but I don't remember which one it was. It's still out there. I think it's still out there. $282 for Cole, $248 for Hydrant. Is this confirmed? What do you mean, is this confirmed? Is what confirmed? The belch or something else? Oh, Evesy's claim that it's not an accident. I don't 100% know. It was a different time back then. It was a very Machiavellian time. There's a lot going on. 337 for Cole, 321 for Hydrant. Hydrant makes the Vits and fills in the Vits, gets a long bar to get the Tetris. Yeah, so I wonder where that belch was. So Hydrant kind of setting up an overhang, almost certainly not on purpose. We have noticed some issues tapping to the to the right. 384 for Cole gets a Tetris. 349 for Hydrant gets a Tetris. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. Tetris for Cole, 478, 397 for Hydrant, sets up for a dirty and gets it. So just trying to steal any efficiency he can here on 18. while it's cheap. Tetris for Hydrant, 512. 572 for Cole. 4 lines apart. Evesy, you make a lot of claims. I don't know. We'll have to check that one. I have never heard of a Skabidi Tetris, but... Hydrant is into 19, about 560. Cole is in about 602, was it? Oh, that left side for Hydrant is a problem. And no, not going to be able to recover. That is a top out for Hydrant. Cole is good in game number 3. I am going to run a short ad after Cole elects to top out. So you may take a minute or two if you need it, players. It's a good time. Gather your thoughts, center yourself. All right, Cole is good. All right, we're going to run an ad real quick. We'll be right back. And thanks for putting up with ads, guys. Appreciate it. Although the people having to endure the ads can't hear me say that. Chen, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right, pieces are here. Hydrant. Arms crossed, looking, you know, patiently enduring this. Like, oh. You don't think you're going to make CTWC bracket? What? Stop it. That's insane. Pieces are here, players. 23581F. Oh, Hydrant is not sub to the channel, so he watches ads. What? That's insane. What can we do about this? What's up, Kip? Bitten Boy with a tier 1 sub, 2 months. Thank you, Bitten Boy. Appreciate that. You might want to get that looked at. Rabies is no joke. I literally just made a joke with rabies in it. See what I did there? See, there are layers, guys. Layers. All right, Cole has disappeared. Why will people sit and wait through the entire ad, and then when the ad is over, get up? Why does that happen? Sorry. Oh, he did? Oh, there's somebody in the hallway. Oh. Yeah, there's something going on in the hallway. All right. All right, we're ready. It's time. It's not me. I'm not in there. All right, let's go. It is game number 4, Cole versus Hydrant. Hydrant's got to win this one to force a deciding game number 5. He wants to do it, wants to get into that top 8. 3-1 Tetris. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Math Master. I can't. I don't want to do that. Let's go. Well, Hydrant up against it. He's got to win this game number 4 to try and force a deciding game number 5, stay in this tournament. Did I report the previous matches? I got to look at that. I think I did. All right, good. Very responsible. I used to never do that. I just thought it was something that happened. Like, I didn't realize, like, I had to do it. Meanwhile, like, somebody was doing it all along. I don't know. Never used to report them. I thought it just happened. I mean, it did. All right, 95,000 here for Cole, 116 for Hydrant. I wish CTWC were like a week or two, and you could just like... Everybody could afford. There was so much money in Tetris that you could afford to take a week or two. And it would be like the World Series of Poker. There'd be like different events and variants that you could enter. That would be so good. We need more money in Tetris. That's what I contend. Hydrant chucks the long bar down the right side. Vandy, I don't even go. Yeah, because there's no money in Tetris. I can't afford to go. I can't. Like, imagine just going to a different part of the country. Imagine doing that. 260 for Cole, 207 for Hydrant. I don't know. There's a possibility that I just try to go at the last minute. All impulsive like. $330 for Cole, $279 for Hydrant. The wind is insane outside. The wind is bonkers. $422 for Cole, $351 Hydrant. Tornadoes don't generally touch down like in Austin. Or in urban centers, generally speaking. I can't say, I'm not a climatologist by any means, but I think they don't generally touchdown in urban centers, you know, for the most part. So something to do with, I don't know, thermodynamics and the heat and all that. Tetris for Hydrant 447, 537 Cole. Oh, Kingsman, hats. Kingsman must be an urban center. If what you're saying is true. Tetris for Cole, 606. And there's a Tetris down the middle for Cole. So he's got a 630. And he seems like he's content to maybe just take one more Tetris into 19. Hydrant is into 19, 562. Cole here, 600K plus transition. Hydrant into level 20. Cole with about a 63,000 point lead and back by 7 lines. $904 for Cole, $842 for Hydrant. Gets a pretty high, gets a dirty Tetris. My goodness, so super high board and survival, or kind of a spire there for Hydrant, but yeah, he's still stacking. So long bar in Tetris for Hydrant, 913. Wow, that was nuts. So both players with a max out here. Cole with a 1.1. A82 for Hydrant. He's just 10,000 points away from the 1.1. But Hydrant is ahead, you know, 7, 8 lines, something like that. Chen, you got to go. You got to go. What, you know, find a way to go. You live close. B96 for Hydrant. So Hydrant able to take a lead. That is going to be a top out for Hydrant at B97. So Cole with a chase down target of B98. If he gets it, he's in. He gets a Tetris B96. And there it is, the single for Cole. And Cole will be headed to the top 8. So kind of a super awkward sequence there into 29 for Hydrant. And I think maybe there was some kind of overshift or kind of rotation or something. I didn't quite see it, but that is a top out for Hydrant. And that means that Cole is headed to the top 8. So GG's Hydrant. It was really great to see you in this one. Take a really, really good run. A big Hydrant fan, player that's been around for a long time, done so much for the classic Tetris community. And so it's great to see him have a good, solid run, play some, meaningful Tetris deep into a tournament. So GG's to you, Hydrant. Hopefully you are at CTWC and have a chance to go again. I'm a big fan. Cole, congratulations. You are headed to the top 8. So let's see where he is in the thing. Ready? Oh, here he is. He's fading in. That's so dumb. Look at it. He's fading into the top 8. It's all right. So 20-second fade, y'all. I mean, I should have got like a minute. But there we go. Our top 8 is filling in. We got 3 of our 8 top 8ers. They are in. Dangler, Cole, and Alex T. Now, it just so happens the way that this is laid out. I think the top half is one half of the bracket, and the other half is the other half of the bracket. So never the twain shall meet except in the finals. So we'll see how this all goes. Well, that was super fun. GG's. Thank you to everybody who hung out and contributed here. Do we have more tomorrow? Tomorrow's Saturday. I gotta believe they scheduled me some stuff on Saturday. And yeah, we do. We have another bracket. Now there's a question mark in it. I don't know why, but so we have another bracket scheduled for tomorrow. That is going to be, well, we'll show it to you. Hold on, let me get it. Where is it? Purple and mustard. That's in the blue. That's in blue. Yeah, that's going to be Pixel. Well, no, who's going first? Guafi versus Zro is going first. And then Pixel Andy versus, oh, now there's a question mark in the thing. I don't know why that is. I don't know if Cat Surgery or Zempro are here know why that's a question mark, but anyway, that is what is scheduled. Guafi versus Ro, Andy versus O, winner versus winner. Now, hopefully, oh no, there's just a question. Maybe you don't know, maybe you do know. There's a question mark that's in the description of the event tomorrow, but it's not yours. It's Cat Surgery. So I don't know if you know why, if you know the scuttlebutt or whatever. Oh, Andy was unwilling to confirm until tonight due to finals. Okay, so this might happen. All right. It would be great if we could do it. So at a minimum, it's Guafi versus Ro. Andy versus O, and the winner versus winner might happen. So we will see if that happens. But that's what's scheduled-ish tomorrow night. We've also got stuff going on Sunday that have just been scheduled. That's the Masters Green Plum round of 32. That is on Sunday. Basically in the morning here in Texas, 10 a.m. So that's like, what, 15 UTC? Sidnev versus Crab Rangoon, Portal versus Huff, winner versus winner. So that is going to take place on Sunday. And then we also have this like one straggler match We already did Blue Scooty versus SV. We've got Tukey versus Neko. And that's basically going to happen right after that on Sunday. Sunday, and then there's another bracket on Sunday. Pink versus Tawny. We're getting a ton of this done on Sunday. So Dog versus DMJ, Cobra versus Eyeball. That is happening on Sunday as well. So Sunday, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches on Sunday. So starting at 10 a.m. in Texas, 15 UTC, we got 7 hours of Tetris. And bring your wallets, because we need to fundraise pretty heavy. So, so yeah, we got 6, 7 matches somewhere in there. So yeah, tons of matches Sunday. And then Monday, there's a Blue Lime. I mean, we're motoring. Monday is Meme, Violet, Dan V, Miles. I mean, we're crushing the month. We gotta do this every month, Zempro. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out. Appreciate you. Want to thank those of you who supported the channel this stream. New follower, Custom Shield, subs, Billy Mac, 52 Cannon. Oh, I missed that one for 52 Cannon. I just read the instructions. Zempro and Bitten Boy, thank you for your contributions to the channel. Really, really need them. Thanks to the patrons. Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, Cannon, Tag, Madelsberger, and Dog, Mr. Brain, Corporal Jr., Troy, Dan, Kim, M, Kaka, Javin T, Jason, Sunny, Mila, and everybody else. Appreciate you. Prize pool is, that's not the right prize pool. Where is it? Here it is. That's not the right one either. Oh, here it is. Prize ladder. So we're at 851.67. We're looking to get to $1 billion, but we'll settle for $26,701. So if we get there, we'll beat our old record from 2024. Right now, we're just looking to get to 1,000 so we can pay the top 3. So we're kind of a little bit behind pace. We got 3 people in the top 8. We've met one of our goals here. So along the way, guys, we can unlock, a great year of Tetris. Tetris Deathmatch comes back. If we get to 4,000, that'll be once a month. We can unlock the entire Tab Masters tournament for 2026 with 10,000. And we can unlock Monday if we beat last year's prize pool. And that will be, again, once a month for a year, basically. So that's what we got to do. So anyway, 8:51, we're here. We're good. All right, thanks everybody for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. We're going to go ahead and end this excitement. Oh, bracket. Well, you saw the brackets. All right, thanks everybody. Mr. Brain, Ming K, Mingko, D. Bradley, Lori, Drip Sanji, Yeethead, Lolman, Jazzy Josh, thanks for hanging out over on YouTube. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Twitchy Twitchersons.